till we're actually live. I think I'm like a minute or two late. Let's pull this mop up, shall we? Grab a drink, get a cup of tea, have a coffee, and come on in. Okay, good enough. It's that time again. So, we'll give it a minute. I see one person. If you can see me, hear me, let me know. Let me grab this over here. Okay, got it. Hi, Suzanne. I saw your just read your email, honey. If you don't feel good, you're okay. I was like a minute or two late. Hi, Laura. I was actually, as I was saying, going to text Laura to see if she was going to be on tonight. Suzanne's having terrible migraines. So if you gotta go, you gotta go. It's all good. I know migraines, I used to get them pretty fierce. Hi, Paul Honeyman. Boy, all the moderators are here first. Laura, where you been, girl? I'm gonna hang for as long as I can tonight. I'm beat. I was up really late last night and didn't get in till really late. But hello, Paul Honeyman. How are you, my friend? We missed you last Sunday. You did? Text your girl. I didn't get anything, girl. That's odd. Just call me. I'll go in and take a double look, but I don't think I got one text. I'm so sorry. I hope you had a good night last night. No. Whew. I'm old. I can't hang. I got picked up by, let me see. Grandesso 44, howdy. I'll try to stay here for a while. Still having migraines from therapy, but was stopped too fast. It's just like, well, hi, welcome in. Happy Sunday. Sorry to hear that. Joe's still on, by the way? Okay. Yeah, when Mr. Garden State Gardener's on, we, have some of the same subscribers, so it happens sometimes. On to Paul Honeyman. I went to Jay's and we ate a bunch of seafood and, what else did I do? Well, I cooked it all. What did we have? Snow crab legs and shrimp and was hanging out, talking, and I did have a surprise. I wasn't expecting it by no means, but I will tell you about that. Let me see. I think I only had a drink and a half of like a toasted almond. I just didn't get back here until near 3. So I got in, not a peep. Dogs didn't bark, nothing. So just hung out. Found out I'm going to a concert May the 11th. Like, I have severe anxiety, and yet I've been super duper excited, and I'm not trying to convince myself of any, not convince. I'm not trying to hear anyone's, comments that may or may not make me nervous. So I'm more excited than anything, but so my birthday's in April, and Jay surprised me with 2 Florida tickets, he and I, to my favorite Morgan Wallen concert. Oh my gosh, he just told me it the other night, and I was like bursting at the seams. Like, I'm so excited. So I did want to be in the pit. It's right next to the pit, but he thought he didn't want me to freak out, being dead smack in the pit. So it's like right on the side of the pit. Floor seats, amazing. I'm sure super expensive, but never saw that one coming. So that's that news. Morgan Wallen, May the 11th. It starts at 4 o'clock, but the people that are starting before, I'm not really all that interested in. I think it's like Jelly Roll, Zimmerman, I think. And the one that's in that song, I can't even think of her name, Lainey Wilson, but it could change. There's a lot of other people. I can't think of them all. I'm just there for the main review, and that's Morgan Wallen. So yeah, 2 tickets. How about that? Jocelyn, hello. Hi, gentlemen. Need a reading, please. Let's see. Thank you, Paul. Let's see. I know, so exciting. I'm just gonna call you. Do you want me just to call you Jay, or you want me to call you Grandinoso 44? I'm not trying to butcher anybody's name. I know Laura, right? Like, whew, it was at night, and I was so excited. I think when I found out, well, actually, he sent a text, and it just said like he's in how I took it was that he was just in concert. And a while later, he's like, you never responded to my text. And I was like, on the phone with him. And I said, yeah, it's showing he's in concert. I already know that. He's like, no, you might want to look at it again. And it said the date has been changed. Your tickets are still valid. So, Morgan Wallen, whew, petrified, but excited. So, super excited. So, we were listening to some Morgan Wallen last night, actually, quite a bit. It's like when you get on YouTube, it's like he's familiar with some of the songs. He only knows of him because of me. But some of the songs, they were like repeating themselves, and he has so much music out there. I'm trying to make sure, that I know other songs and not just, the most popular. So super excited for that. Hi, Erin. How are you? Happy Sunday. A minute, it's Erin. Hell of a couple weeks. I know, girl, you weren't in last week, but you were in the week before. Are you okay? Oh, no. Did they fix it? See, there's Laura saying, don't be scared. It will be fun. I'm just nervous. Like I said to Jay, I haven't been down 95 in years. Well, I haven't been down 95 in quite a while. And then I said, I haven't been to a concert in years. And he's like, we don't have to go down 95. So we spoke about it last night, and he was just like, take 2 of your medicine and you'll be fine. He's like, I tend to like to walk around the stadium in the beginning and look at merch. And I was like, well, you better not be walking the stadium when Morgan Wallen's on. I said, I'll probably be clinging to it. He's like, that's fine. Like playing around some things like no, don't skets type of thing. But yeah, I'm excited. My niece did do this, and that's why I said like nothing negative. I don't think she really meant it, but she's like, whoa, wait till you see all those people. And I'm like, I know, watch me get COVID. That's the first thing I thought. She's like, wear a mask. Get a Morgan Wallen mask. So I don't know if they actually had one. They had one where it was his face on there, but it was like tacky. Um, you know, so should be interesting experience, but that's the whole point is I want to go. I just gonna try to deal with it the best I can because it should be exciting. Like Jay said, you like the guy. So you'll do it. You'll be all right. My son said the same thing. Like, I said, you think I can do it? And he's like, yeah, you'll be fine. And I was like, well, if I'm on the floor in the front, is there an exit like right there? And he's like, not always. You might have to go up the steps. And I was like, oh, rats. He's like, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. So Jay just said, take 2 of your pills. And, but you figure if the other people are starting at 4, and then he's not coming on until 8, that's a pretty good long while. So the whole event could be like 8 hours. It's at Citizens Bank Park. So May the 11th. As a birthday gift. So super duper nice, super excited. So yeah, so we hung out. We were just listening to Morgan Wallen, and I was cooking, and we ate, and we stopped at the state store, and he got like big bottles of the drink that I drink occasionally. But I mean, he got the big bottles, and I came with my own, but we left it in the trunk. But while I was there, and that's the picture, so let me explain that. I finally got to a stage store, so I picked up Cabernet Sauvignon because if you remember, last Sunday I was talking about making Julia Child's beef bolognese, and I needed it in red. So voila, that's what I picked up yesterday while Jay was getting all of his other bottles. I just got this, and it's strictly for that beef stew from Julia Child's. And Jean was sick a couple days this week, so she was home. So I didn't get much other things done. I finally got my when I was up Jay's, I was still trying to post my cinnamon bun. Not mine, I'm sorry, Pioneer Woman's cinnamon roll. You know, the day that I was doing that and some other odd and end canning, and it just didn't want to upload till late, but it's doing pretty good. But what I think I'm going to do, I just have to get some confectionery sugar. But what I'm going to do now is make my own cinnamon rolls and put them to the forefront of the channel because the dough's flawless. Anyone can make it. Makes a more reasonable amount. They were eating a tray, and then I gave Debbie a tray with no icing or anything on it because I ran out of powdered sugar. And they didn't even last them 24 hours. They were gone. And then, yeah, so got a lot out of them, that's for sure. I just reread that. It says, don't be scared, it will be fun. Ooh, stay near your phone that night, girl. Oh crap, it must be my lucky night getting outnumbered by all the ladies tonight. Oh, you love it, Paul. Old school insurance reviews. It's, you know what? G Grandioso. It's I'm having dental stuff done, and I keep that on my insurance like constantly so I can get this done. And I did call around on that and actually found, can't think of their name right now, but they're the most reasonable that I found. I think it's 400 if my mind serves me correctly. Like one place was like 1,200. I've seen it all the way up to 40,000. But Jay told me to call these two particular places, and the one's 400. It's like $399, and they'll do the mold, but it's just for the bottom. So as soon as I have that, I will be in there getting this done. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, Erin. Oh, Julia. Awesome. At least there's a name, because I'll probably forget it a few times because I just do that sometimes. But thanks for coming in. Let me be new. Oh, do you? That's the day after my birthday, Erin. Lots of prayers. Laura's still saying you could do it. I hope so. All I can tell you is my first initial reaction was shock and then just pure excitement. And I've been pretty excited. Only like the other day, just a couple thoughts, but nothing major. Nothing major. I think Jay just saw Billy Joel not that long ago, Erin. It's a damn mistake, and all the insurance company refusing to pay for treatments after accepting your cash. Yeah. And I'm on like a different insurance, so they're just not. I said take 2 or 7 of your pills. He didn't say 7, but hello, Jay. My voice is really scratchy. Today, you'll have to all deal with it, but I was up late last night. So he never said take 7. He did say take 2 of your pills. But everyone, that's Jay. Morgan Wallen, that's to Erin. Hello, Fran. Hey, hey, hey. I don't leave the UK. I have the National Health Service, and due to my disability, I get my meds free. Yep, and even that's not really for free. It's like they'll fight you tooth and nail, you know? Hmm. Oh, Universal Dentistry is the one that I called, and it was $3.99. Jay's writing it in case you don't see it. So they're the most reasonable. And as soon as I have it, I'll be in there getting the bottom done. But I was asking him some questions about it last night, and he was like, "No, they'll mold the top, and you can't do that without, you know." But how would I know? This is my first horrific experience, so. But I'll be glad to get it done, to be honest with you. So everything that he told me to ask went in one ear and right out the other that day. So I texted him, "Can you tell me what questions I'm supposed to ask?" And he did, which made it so much easier when I was calling. But the other place, they were keeping me on the phone, saying like 12.99, could be more, so they couldn't give a direct price, and trying to make me an appointment, and it was just making me so nervous. I was just like trying to get off the phone, but yeah, no. But the other one seemed really, really nice. Could even have had an appointment tomorrow morning, but when you ain't got it, you ain't got it, you know? Hello, KP. Happy Sunday. Let's see. Say hello to Paul. Tried your ginger lemon shots, and wow, a few days later, very good. Yeah, pretty potent and pretty strong, right? Right out of the gate. Um, but yeah, it's sort of like the turmeric ginger lemon one that I did. It was awful. Awful. Absolutely awful. I can't even say awful enough. That's how bad it tasted. And within a few days, that tasted pretty good. The lemon ginger one didn't seem to mellow down a little bit for me being in the fridge, but it still beats getting sick, you know? So my niece, well, it was her husband and the kids, fevers, they were all sick. And she was going out to go buy those shots. So expensive, you know? It's just cheaper to get the ginger and the turmeric and the lemon and then just make it yourself, you know? But did you like it? Okay, a few days later, very good. Good, I'm glad you liked it. Oh, I need all my teeth will do. Well, right here, it's killing me, of course, but trying to leave it and let them do the mold and whatnot. So at least it's somewhere local. At least it's so much more reasonable. And they, I think her name was Amy. She sounded quite lovely. And I guess there's not really anything to be nervous about for that, you know, because it's going to be the biting down and making the impression and all that jazz. And then I'll worry about the tops, you know. But you know, you've been here a while. I've been going through this journey for what, 2 years? It came from an accident. I was up really high and I slipped and fell and bam. And, you know, I could kick myself in the ass now, but I went to this like older dentist. I can't even remember his name. And he was just, oh, came right over and like ripped my lip up. And the girls were lovely. And it was going under my ex husband's insurance. And I think to myself now, if I would have known, what's the saying? If I would have known then what I know now, because I didn't believe him, where he said it was 2 centimeters shy of breaking my jaw, plus I knocked a couple of my own teeth out. He said it's just going to spread and it damages the nerves and the roots, and I just didn't believe him. And man, oh man, do I regret that, because I would have absolutely have had it done right there. Um, and on my ex-husband's dime, to be honest with you. It was coming up as insurance and it could have all been done and this could have been over with. But I didn't believe him, and that's the problem. So now it's like I fight my own insurance company and they don't want to pay for any of it. So um, FLLJ, Mel's getting her bottom worked on before her top. I reckoned it was getting there with her healthy eating. Worked on before her top. I don't know, I didn't understand that one. pain in the, yep. Dentist saying I need root canal when I really did not. So started it, but then finished. Ooh, ouch. CSA. Aaron says they told me insurance would pay, but they lied. Yeah, I had that done and said to me too. Paul, you're funny. Bone issues. Definitely helps the throat. And even with my PCA showing up 3 times sick and then with COVID, oh, I'm so sorry. I've drank them 3 times a day and now I have to find another PCA. Laugh out loud, just my luck. Oh, wow, that's terrible. My scratchiness, which this week I have lots of calls to make. They just kept doing back and forth like blood tests, and my thyroid is now showing like some sort of problem. I said to the one doctor, what could it be? She said it could be a nodule on the thyroid or whatever. So my voice has been changing because of that. So I just saw her. I had to get blood work done. I had to get an ultrasound of the thyroid done. Time for a mammogram and time for a checkup from the neck up. So Debbie says, try to get a lot of the appointments in one day. But the blood works in the opposite direction, and then I have to go back in February. So I have to get those things done. And this, so lots to do. No, I think like bottom before top, butt before boobs. Oh, sorry. If anyone's a blonde in here, I'm sorry, but I just had a blonde moment. I'm sorry, Paul. I was up so late. And then I wanted to get in here super quiet. They were nice. They left the light on for me. And normally if I come in, even if it's at 12, their dogs will bark. No. It was either like, maybe it was 2:45. Does it really matter? But I got in pretty quietly. I'm a pretty quiet person and dogs didn't bark. My Sophie got super excited when she seen me because I think I left here at 3. And didn't get back till 2:45, 3 o'clock in the morning. So definitely tired. And, trying to sing Morgan Wallen last night and talking, and my voice is like gone. Oh no. Nuts to eat things like ice, which you loved crunching on. Talk to Laura about that because that woman gets up every morning to a cup of ice, goes to bed every night with a cup of ice. Well, you figure what, I'm 56. So it's either like 53 or 54. So, I've always took care of them, but there was a comment made to me like, oh, you see what happens when you don't take care of your teeth? I'm like, that has nothing to do with it. It's like I had an accident and that caused this whole horrible downward spiral. So, trying to deal with it. I feel like because the bottoms are like just about gone, I'm getting like some lines. It could be totally my imagination that it's coming because of that, or it could just be age kicking in. I don't know. But yeah, I'm trying to get over this. Get it done already. I'm fed up with it. Fran says I need a surgery for an enlarged thyroid and may need surgery on my shoulder. Not sure about what's happening with my shoulder. Oh. Well, they can't tell me anything further until they see the ultrasound, which obviously that's not going to hurt. I think I have to go to I have to call and actually find places. So it's going to end up being St. Mary's. And Debbie said she knows a back way to them. So maybe if I can get a mammogram and the ultrasound done, I have to find a new gyno. And then the blood work's not far from here. So that wouldn't be too bad. Yeah, lots of prayers. Laura says, I cannot live without my ice. She really can't. Steve out at 33. Yeah, some people it's genetic. I know on my mom's side, like my brother has like real tiny teeth. I know my son Johnny had said at like 23. Oh, if I had one problem with my teeth and getting them all ripped out, I was like, what? That's like craziness. You're too young for that. Um, Speaking of Johnny, I don't know if I was like in shock the other day. Like, what if I'd been in a fog for like 2 years? Because I suddenly like looked at the date, or I was talking to someone on the phone. I was like, shoot, I forgot my son's birthday. And then I looked and I was like, oh, it's the end of January. Okay. But Johnny's birthday is February the 5th, and he will be 29. 29. So, and for some reason, I don't know, I think I was thinking he was 27. What can I tell you? So he'll be 29. I did get to speak to him the other day on the phone. Spoke to Jared about a week ago or so when the Eagles lost. We had a pretty good, decent conversation. And then Johnny's the one I texted him, and he said, oh, I was in the shower. Told him about the concert, and we talked about all different kinds of things, and he's just working hard. This dining room gets so hot in here. Oh my bejesus. But so, somebody stopped with the TV on, so I can't open the door for air. So yeah, none of the videos that came out had my new color in it. It's still the red ones. But I still have like the snow. I didn't know what you thought about that, if I should just put the pieces together into different incidents of the, because we had power outages with severe winds, then got snow, then got ice, then we got snow, and then we had ice again. And now it's just been doing nothing but raining. Haven't seen the sun in days, kid you not. Oh no, Paul. Mm. Oh, let's see. I just like people who think everyone with bad teeth didn't take care of them. Thank you, because that was literally said to me here. Believe me, having an ex-husband take a crescent wrench to your face doesn't help a bit. I know, somebody was like, who said it? That was so rude. But, you know, I did say, like, it's not from that. It's from an accident. But yeah, you really shouldn't say things like that until you know what happened. Look at this hair. It's a hot mess. It's all over the place. And I feel like I'm sitting over here like going through menopause. It's so hot in this dining room. Whew. So, yeah, people should think before they open their mouth and say the stupidest things, obviously. You get your own nerves or head. Yeah, it's either like a drug issue or a hygiene, right? Yeah, that's absolutely terrible. I think I might have read the ending wrong. I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry, Julia. Phew, what a punk. How much she was in prison. Oh, well, good for you, girl. Never be the victim. Hell to the no on that one. That's a total disgrace. And I'm so sorry that you endured that, went through that. I experienced a little bit of that and when I was super young. But, you know, you learn real quick, let me tell you. Well, no, menopause again. I know, right? I'm not going through menopause. It's just so hot here. Is she swallowing? That's what I was a little scared of, was the swallowing. Like if it was blocking or something, but no more dilly-dallying around. And isn't it like a really old line? No more dilly-dallying around. I'm just don't want to have to keep getting the blood test to hear like, oh, just have another blood test. Sometimes I can get it back right away, and other times I don't. So now we're moving on to the ultrasound. Because I will tell you this right now. Something's definitely wrong because I grew up singing. Everybody always said, like, you have a great voice. And I can't even hit a high note. And it actually hurts to sing. So that's how I know something's going on. And like, I used to be able to do like Adele songs and stuff like that. Nope. Whatever this is, it's affecting that. And that's why I keep saying, are you sure it's not on my voice box? It's like, it's thyroid. So let's see what's going on. I'm not going to assume anything. I'm not going to start worrying until the time comes, you know? Um, oh, thanks, Eric. Yep, courtesy of Jay. We had to go to a different place, but they seemed to be pretty good and they were pretty reasonable. Just wanted to not have red on it anymore. So thanks, Erin. But yeah, I'm noticing like my videos. Well, I couldn't do quite a few videos last week because Jean was here like 3 days out of work sick upstairs, and I'm super courteous, so I wasn't making any noise and just kind of stayed in the room, which sucked. But anyway, yeah, you'll be seeing them soon in the videos, the nails. Just trying to get like that weekend when they went away, I did quite a few videos. Like, was that like last Saturday? I think it was. You know, pork and beans. I think I still have the ground meat one I have to upload, and the snow. And I might be caught up on like the backlog within my phone. I think I'm caught up. And Jay was like, "Oh, you should have recorded, you know, what you cooked last night." I was like, I thought about it, but then I didn't think about it. And then when I did actually think about it, I was like, no, I'm not recording. I need a break. And I just wanted to sit down and enjoy it because it's something that I like. Alaskan king crab legs and shrimp. So, and then I had a piece of tiramisu at God knows whatever time it was last night. And yeah, we just hung out. It was bullshitting and, ooh, sorry, bull crapping it. And we went to go out front, and then suddenly it started raining. But the time just flew. I mean, I guess the smart thing would have been to just stay over, but you know, I had the two dogs and I had the chickens, and I didn't want him to have to get up super duper early to bring me back. So, yeah. I think the only thing I was concerned about that late was driving with drunk drivers, but Jay's a good driver, and you know, he pays attention, and we were both fully alert. Nobody was drinking. He wasn't drinking. I think he had one like at 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock at night. He didn't even start driving me home till like 2:30. So yeah, no drinking and driving over here for sure. Oh, it's just hard. Like smaller bites till you get it done. Oh, it's hard. Jane just croaky and cracky. I think Jay told me like he's like, "You feeling alright?" I think it was like the other morning, and I said, "Yeah," and it cleared my throat, and he said, I said, "It's just my throat, it's acting up." Because sometimes it doesn't, and then other times it will sound like this. And he goes, "Oh, it still sounds sexy." And I'm like, how can that even sound sexy? I don't understand how scary a swallowing problem can be. Ooh, I would be petrified, Suzanne. Everyone, lots of prayers for Suzanne, who's suffering severe migraines. I just saw her email before I was going live. She wants a break. She does not have to be here. You know, and moderate. We have Paul here. We have Laura here. If you need to go rest, darling. Yeah, me too, friend. Let's see, I'm 58. And with his mouth, he's been there for over 13 years. He is never allowed to be around me or my children, even if they are adults. Get it? I understand. You either get one of those that are. My ex husband was mentally abusive and verbally abusive. but I dealt with an abusive relationship in my 20s, so I'm familiar with it. And I always said if I ever hit the lottery, I would make sure I have a nice big piece of property. I did say that. And I would donate to the women's shelter, but I'm meaning it differently, like to the women that have to like change their whole identity and go underground. Horrible, absolutely horrible. So I am familiar with domestic violence, unfortunately, but yeah, I mean, my ex-husband did some crazy things, and I think he had like a no contact order for like 2.5 years, but not to that severity, I'm sure, but you and your children will be much better off without someone like that around, that's for sure. Terrible situation. Oh my gosh. I love purple. My birthday is February the 3rd. Ooh, right near my Johnny. My Johnny is February the 5th, 1995. And then my Jared is currently 24. And then his birthday is May the 25th. And he will be 25. So yeah. Yeah, it's beautiful amethyst. So pretty. Mm-hmm. Oh, February the 3rd. Yes, happy early birthday. Paul. Well, for here, I feel bad sometimes because I get watched and I'm not saying anything wrong. I'm not being mean or disrespectful, but some of the jars and things that I did with pressure canning is because I still don't know where I'm going. Um, so yeah. And I have March the 1st. So yeah. Let's see. They're just horrible. Yeah, see, Laura said, Suzanne, go lay down, girl. Yeah, if you're here next Sunday, we'll sing you happy birthday, even if I do sound froggy. But happy early birthday, Julia. Um, I did this, so I can't be that horrible. Thumbs up, everyone. Oh, yeah, 14 people in here and only 7 thumbs up. Smash the thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate it. Oh, there's Laura posted my PayPal link if anyone feels ever so generous. I also have a Cash App. I need to get, I forget the name of it. Laura knows the name of it. That's absolutely on the top of my to-do list right now too, is that. I need it's like a power source, I guess. It's in my cart on Amazon. I think that should be the top priority because clock is ticking faster. Um, so yeah, and it's like a knockoff brand, and I think Laura and I looked at it, and if you go for like the green and black, it is like a little bit cheaper. So yeah, I got to get one of them so I can charge like my stuff when I'm in my SUV. So that's the top priority. Thank you, Laura, for posting the links. Hello, Ace. How are you? Happy Sunday. Suzanne says, okay, I will lay down now. I can only swallow small pills. The capsules get stuck. Might be damaged from acid reflux, so I have an idea about swallowing problems. I bought a pill grinder, she said. There you go, ladies. Miss Suzanne bought a pill grinder. And yes, thank you, Suzanne. Um, amen to the other moderators coming in, but we love you and thank you and go rest your head and hope that you feel much better, and we'll see you maybe next Sunday. Um, Happy early birthday, Erin. Sorry, I forget to say that too. And hi, Ace again. How are you? Happy Sunday. And she's like that ever since they revived me in 95. They had to incubate me and use the wrong size tube. Oh, no way. Freaks me out. Oh, okay. Not mine. Okay. You're in June. Okay. Yeah, that's horrible, Paul. Oh, my goodness gracious. Yeah, absolutely feel better, Suzanne. Thank you for coming in anyway. And if it's shaking, it's because I try to scroll. I don't know why this tripod it keeps moving my phone. Um, it's a solar generator. Okay. I don't know. I just didn't say it right. I'm not getting a. I don't. How do I say this? I can always get a panel later. I have to worry about getting that. And I'm not going for like any super duper expensive one. Laura looked it over and thought it was pretty good and good for the price. And then I think I asked Pam about like the wattages and everything, and she said, yeah, it was good for what I needed it for. So that would be the top priority of something I have to get ASAP. Probably more sooner than later. Let's see. Here's she's posted my Amazon wish list. Thank you, Laura. Oh, slacking. No, I'm just kidding. Pill grinder and applesauce. Red saying hi to everyone that I missed. Oh, gotcha, Erin. Heavenly birthday. Yep. So yeah, so I didn't want to look like a wino in the picture, but that is why I was holding this up because I didn't know what to hold up tonight. And then I remembered, like, I'm not sure if I said last Sunday I would have it done this week, but with Jane being homesick, that can't happen. So, and like I said, we stopped at the state store. So this is Cabernet Sauvignon, California, 2021. And I just needed a red for Julia Child's beef bolognese. So I'm excited. Finally got it, and now I can make it. The other thing that's coming up is I want quick and easy things to eat. I want to do corn muffins, but I was trying to see if I could turn the corn muffins into like a breakfast muffin, like in my brain. Like I don't want bacon, so maybe some crumbled sausage, maybe some cheese. I don't know. And then I was thinking maybe I should open a drawer of my candied jalapeno and put maybe like one into each muffin with some cheddar cheese. And then I have a bag of frozen blueberries that I want to use. But my blueberry, I'm not saying this to be like a snob or stuck up, whatever. But they are amazing. Believe me, they're amazing. I think they're already on the channel. I think Cosmic Cultivators, that channel made mine and said they were amazing. My blueberry muffins are like out of this world. Absolutely love them. And I don't have fresh blueberries in right now. So I was Googling, can I use frozen blueberries? And it said, yes, just don't thaw them and use like 2 tablespoons of flour. So maybe we'll try blueberry muffins, banana muffins. I might grind nuts to like a powder. Hello, Brooke Trout. And then Debbie said on the phone, oh, why don't you do a muffin sort of like a quiche? And I was like, why the heck did I not even think of that? Because I want a breakfast muffin. And she said, yeah, make something like a quiche muffin. So I was thinking about that. I'm a weirdo while I was falling asleep. I woke up super duper early, like 5 o'clock in the morning. I dozed back off for maybe 10 minutes. I heard my son Johnny's voice saying, Mom, you saved my life. And I was like, like, woke right up. Like, what the heck was that? But I guess because I talked to him on the phone, I don't know. It's just like a weird couple minute dream. But yeah. So I think I want to do like a muffin session and ones that can freeze good so I could take them with me for something quick to eat, but it will to eat for breakfast here and for later because you can freeze them for up to 3 months. But when I have the rest of that done, that would be helpful. So I thought maybe I can concoct a bunch of different like muffins, but I definitely want at least 2 different types of breakfast muffins. So I'm thinking about going in the garage out there and getting my jalapeno, my candied jalapeno, and maybe 2 cheddar jalapeno corn muffins, and then maybe like another corn muffin with, I don't know, like buttermilk and, oh, that's what it was. There is some type of if you're commenting, I'll get to it in 1 minute. I don't know what they're calling it. I saw it on a reel, like real quick. I can only tell you just very quickly what I saw, and I think I'm going to try it. Somebody was using like pancake mix in the box. So you figure if it's a cup of pancake mix, it's a cup of water. Pouring it in the bottom of a muffin tin, and then putting like some crumbled bacon, some maple syrup, and then you chop it off with more pancake mix. The one lady was drizzling it across all the muffins. I don't know if I would do all that. And it sounds like a pancake muffin that's like this big hot thing on like the reels and stuff. When I was trying to look up muffins, breakfast muffin ideas, that popped up. It's the pancake one. So maybe I don't have regular pancake mix here. I have protein pancake mix. So I don't know how good that will turn out. Hello, Huga. So now let me back up here. See what I missed. Let's see. Uh-oh. What did he say? He said, oh good, it's your tripod shaking. Thought maybe you were having an earthquake. Ace, her menopause is acting up and she's got the shakes. No, it's just hot in here. These are funny. Seriously, she was a amazing woman, never judged me. It sounds like my mother-in-law. Lars is Paul, oh my god. Paul, y'all, you made me spit out my ice. Yeah, don't have Lars spit out her ice. I have to sit differently. I don't know what it is. I think it's like the top part, so you can tilt it this way or this way. Ever since I got it new, it just, I don't know. So if I'm scrolling from the right, sorry if it's shaking. Don't like in-laws, but I was truly blessed. Better than blood. You know what? Right back at you, because I was too. I was completely blessed with my mother-in-law. I never had a mom. And my mother-in-law, I'm not even making this up, was a total saint. That was besides my children, that was the best thing that came out of my marriage was my 2 boys and my mother-in-law. Facts. What about a quiche? We pretty much have one every weekend. I thought I saw it out the corner of my eye, wasn't sure. Like, I want to do all muffins. So yeah, I'm trying to figure that out. Like quiche muffins. I don't know how they would freeze though, but if you know, feel free to let me know. Because I think that's a great idea. I have like some bell peppers. Yeah, so a bunch of different types of muffins. Maybe do them all in like one video. But I'm so spoiled by my own baking that I think I'm gonna have to get fresh blueberries because, oh my gosh, my blueberry muffins are the bomb.com. So easy to make. You would absolutely love them. So I guess if I'm going to share those blueberry muffins again, because I don't know if I have it on here or not. And if I do, it's so far back when I first started YouTube, so I'll do them again. So, yeah. I know they say you can use the frozen blueberries, just don't thaw them out. I just feel like, oh, it's not going to be the same. So, yeah, I'm going to try to get some fresh blueberries, 2 of the containers, and I'll make a bunch of them because they're so good. Believe me, yo, if I recommend something, absolutely make it. It's delish. But that's a great idea, Brooke Trout. And hello, let me give you a proper hello and happy Sunday. Yeah, I was making a bunch of quiches. The chickens were in full production. I made a couple that had the crust. I'm more of like a frittata person. I made quite a few of those. Instead of having to go through making the crust and everything, I just make frittatas. As long as you grease the pan well enough, it should come right out. So I would have to really be honest. I make more frittatas than I do quiches. Damn it, my fingers are typing faster than my brain. Don't worry about your spelling, you're fine. Corn muffins with jalapeno sausage and scrambled eggs. Yes. What about cheddar cheese? So yeah, that's my game plan. I'm trying to think outside the box. Because I need something fast to eat in the morning. Last week would have been a good prime example when Jean was home a lot, being sick. It was like I wasn't even going out there to get anything to eat. And I'm like, oh, I should have had extra muffins or something on hand, not that she stops me. I don't know. So yeah, I want to do a bunch of different muffins and ones that can freeze for at least up to 3 months. So I was thinking like cornbread, jalapeno, cheddar, and then maybe corn muffin, I'm sorry. I would probably prefer like sausage, like ground up sausage, and I don't know. I'll take all the help. Any ideas, or if you have like a recipe, email it to me, and I'll be more than happy to take your muffin recipe and share it that day. But anyway, proper hello to Huga, saying hello, beautiful. Welcome in, Huga, and cheese. Yep, I think I have cheese. I have like a real sharp one. I have to double check. So that's definitely coming to the channel, a bunch of different muffins. Debbie was saying, why don't you make cranberry and orange? And I don't know, I was like laying in bed. And I was just like, I don't know if I'm feeling that. But I was thinking the quick breads that I made, the applesauce one might be a pretty good muffin to have. But I have to figure out the measurements from like a quick bread into a muffin. See what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm driving myself a little kooky over the muffins. I don't have it all figured out just yet, but I know what I want to do and why I want to do it. There's Huga's link. Oh, I do love eating a good muffin, laugh out loud. I bet you do, Paul. See, me and Aaron think alike. Hot muffins are the best, Paul. Yes, it's something like a McGriddle. I don't know. Apparently, it's been out there for like a little bit. I think it might be called the Pancake Hack. Pancake Muffin Hack. Just type it in under YouTube as a reel and it comes up. I've seen them do like a little scoop on the bottom and then put like, I only saw 2 videos. One put some crushed bacon in there and then pancake mix and baked it. And they come out and they were like, oh, because it's like, I guess a bite full if you do the small ones. And everybody's saying they're amazing. And then the other video I saw, she loaded it up with sausage and crushed bacon, then more pancake, and maple syrup, and then more pancake mix. And then she went right over the tray with syrup. And I'm thinking, I don't know about all that syrup because I'm a side syrup kind of girl as it is. I'll put a little bit of syrup on the side and maybe dip my pancakes. I don't like to pour it all over my pancakes. Never did. And I'm definitely a $50 pancake woman. I'm not like this big gigantic pancake. I just don't like them. I really like my $50 ones. So yeah, very interesting. If I can re-find it, I might try it. Why not, right? Even if it gives you 12 for like the week. In like a cupcake tin or a muffin tin. But yeah. I don't know. It seems really easy and it seemed like it'd be really good for kids and people that might need to eat soft things. So yeah. Laura said it's something like a McGriddle. Maybe. His cheeky self. Yes, he is. We love him. They need to wear work panties to eat up. Hey, don't knock those, Paul. They're my favorite. Oh man, the day that I'm wearing a granny panty, I'm sorry. It's like lights out. Because the McGriddle has syrup inside of it also. My little guy loves them. He just doesn't eat any meat on it, like sausage or bacon. It has to be plain. Did you see it? Like, has anybody seen this, like, pancake hack? Pancake muffin? I don't know. That's right, Mel. Swear, no, it was a saint too. I had a mother, but she was so much more motherly. Yeah, I didn't have one. Yep, they freeze great, Mel. Thanks, Laura. They used to say and laugh out loud. Paulson, I had two great mother-in-laws, but the best mother I ever knew was my own. She was my best friend. Oh, that's sweet. Laura says, I freeze blueberries for milkshakes and for pudding and other drinks. Yeah, I have a bag and I want to use them up. I bought Greek yogurt from Sam's, but it's a live active culture yogurt. It's the only yogurts that I'll touch because you have to have some form of bacteria in your stomach. Notice my stomach doesn't act up as much, but I found it's like a little baggie of blackberries, and I usually like blackberries. I'm just not crazy over them. And I put blackberries in my parfait because why buy them when you can just make them? And a little bit of the 100% pure maple syrup. I just was not digging it. And I really think it was all because of I'm going to be about ready to take this thing off. So hot in here. I just have a tank top on underneath. I think it was the blackberries. I don't know. I wasn't really into my parfait the other morning, to be honest with you. And I'll slice banana in it. So, yeah. The blueberries, I could probably use some of them in my parfaits, but I just didn't want to ruin like a really good recipe that's absolutely perfect and flawless with some frozen, you know what I mean? I used to do the berry drinks like vanilla ice cream and then mixed fruit from Aldi's, their bag of the mixed fruit. I even did that during COVID times and loved it, and it was great for my weight. And I haven't even been doing it here. The freezer, when was it? When we had that snow, there was a sticky note on my door that the freezer wasn't staying shut. I think both my ice creams melted. And I was like, oh, that's going to be freaking gross. Well, anyway, I don't know how because I wasn't even in the thing. But I got it to stay shut. My niece is like, oh, my kids leave ice cream out all the time. That melts and they put it back in the freezer and it's fine. And I'm like, I never even opened up those two ice creams, but I guess I could check them out. Make a couple of milkshakes this week and throw some of them blueberries in there. I froze my sausage, scrambled eggs, and cheese corn muffins today. I'm going to make raspberry and cream cheese pastry. Now that sounds amazing. The raspberry and cream cheese pastries tomorrow. Oh my goodness. Well, wait, you have a channel, right? Because I didn't know you prior, I don't think, till tonight. So I'm sure Laura's got it. Hopefully she drops that link or she'll have to drop it to my phone. Yeah, because I'm going to come over there and check those things out. But so you did sausage, scrambled eggs, and cheese corn muffins today. What's the coinky dink of that? And then you're going to make raspberry and cream cheese pastries tomorrow. I am a dessert person. I love pastries. I love apple turnovers. I mean, like the French pastry, phyllo dough, or, oh, I just absolutely love it. I could eat it all the time, but that sounds so yummy. We did a zucchini and cheese with duck eggs today. And how was that? Did that taste good? I heard some people don't like duck eggs, but turkey eggs they said they'll eat. I couldn't tell you because I don't think I ate a duck before, but I never ate eggs, duck eggs. Was it good? But zucchini, yeah, like in a frittata, that's always good, or zucchini bread. I did my chocolate zucchini muffins. That link is on the channel if anybody wants to see that. They're amazing. They literally taste like a brownie. So if anybody wants to make, use up some of your zucchini, that's exactly how you do it. And make yourself some muffins, zucchini chocolate muffins. They literally taste like a brownie. Well, that's good, Erin. Laura says, I've never used a zucchini with cheese. Never? So, have you ever done a zucchini boat? Like scoop out all the seeds and then you could put any meat that you like in it and then cheese that thing out. You could put sauce on it, all kinds. You can even put chili in the inside of a zucchini boat. Chili that you already made and pop it in the oven. Amazing. I have a couple boats I have to use downstairs, which is going to lead me to my next topic. It is a lot of the produce that's down there, less the peppers. So I'll probably send them to Debbie's house for her to store them in the freezer. But I'm going to go through it and I'm going to see what I can concoct by what I see. And I think I'm going to do like a good vegetable soup, maybe no noodles, can a couple, or maybe more than a couple. I only have a few quarts left. But even if I get 4 quarts, but I was thinking that's a good way to use up a lot of the produce that's in that freezer downstairs. So, a good vegetable soup. If you're going to can it, you can do, whatever you want after the fact. But a good vegetable soup with potatoes, maybe some zucchini, put some tomatoes in it. I mean, that's what I was thinking. That's because I was up at 5 o'clock in the morning and I don't usually like make coffee or, I was kind of mad that I was up at 5, but I usually will be pretty quiet until they leave to go to work. Let's see. Oh, cran orange oatmeal cookies are one of my faves. Yeah, but that's a cookie. I'm trying to get everybody's ideas on muffins. So if you have any muffins you want to share, recipe, family recipe, send it to my email. Moderators can post my email address. Yep, cranberry and orange go good together. I know, but you know what? I think it was just because I was like, I actually said to her, at Christmas time, I made the cranberry Christmas cake, which is so different and it's amazing. I don't know why when she said it, I felt like a little turned off by like cranberry and orange, but I'm like, now I won't have enough cranberry for that now. There's only like 1/4 a cup maybe left of the cranberries. But yeah, it would be a good one. That's horrible, Erin. Very horrible. Absolutely horrible. I'm so sorry. Yes, ladies, I've eaten a few. Never mind, I'm not reading that one out loud. Mr. Paul Honeyman, you're fresh as hell. I had the best mom ever. I couldn't have asked for a better one. That's a blessing, Laura. Sure can. Laura, he's a hot mess. Paul is a hot mess. No, I was not knocking the real panties. I was knocking G-string. Right. Sure you are, Paul. I like cheese strings, and I like G-strings too. No, that's hard, Huga. I'm sorry, honey. McDonald's sells a McGriddle, which is basically the same thing. It's just not in a muffin for that. They make a sandwich out of it. Now here we have a Wawa, and you can get a pancake and a pancake. It's not called a McGriddle, but it's like a pancake sandwich. I tried one time, wasn't bad. But anyway, I'm trying to do a bunch of different muffins. That's the game plan. Hello, Whistletop Homestead. Happy Sunday. Welcome in, welcome in. 17 people in here. Smash the thumbs up button, coming or going if you don't mind. I would greatly appreciate it. But welcome in and happy Sunday. See if I go to the left so it doesn't keep shaking the camera. My finger would be in the viewfinder. I know how that is. Oh. Oh. God bless her. 94. Oh. That's wonderful, though. I get a little jelly sometimes when, like, my kids had great I mean, I was a very, very good mother. No one will ever take that from me. I just don't know what it is. I had a rougher childhood and I didn't have a mom. My mom died when I was 1 and she was 28, and then my dad died at 33 and I was 3. So, yeah. Whistletop Homestead's in the house. Let's see, you guys missed my live I had today. Yeah, how come I didn't get an alert? I'm going to have to check that bell. That is so true, Huga. Take all the time you need. To Aldi's tomorrow, get some more blueberries. Oh, you are? You're going to Aldi's to get blueberries? I don't know. Debbie's been so busy. Different things going on. What is today's date anyway? 28? Does this month go up to 31 or 30 days? I don't even know. But yeah, I definitely want to make, I think that's like a definite. I don't think I'm willing to settle on the frozen blueberries in my muffins. Sorry, but you'll see. Sorry, Ed. Honest to goodness, did not even get a notification. And what are you getting blueberries for? Or are you telling me to go to Aldi's to get blueberries? I don't post anything on my channel. Oh, that's a shame. Sounds like you make wonderful, delicious things. You should. Lots of love, Erin. There's Ed's channel name. I forgot it was Ed as soon as he came in. Dog eggs are richer than chicken eggs and supposed to be better for you. I think it was Appalachian Homestead that said she'll eat quail eggs and she'll eat turkey eggs, but she said duck eggs aren't that good. But I can't speak on that because I don't know anyway, but let's see. I really need a cook, says Fran. Tomorrow would be my baby brother's birthday. Rough day ahead for me. Oh, that's a shame, Laura. Lots of prayers. Let's see. Marcy's, Marcy's Fartsy's Creations. Oh, that's a mouthful. Did I get it out? Welcome in. Happy Sunday. Hello, everyone. I'm here because Twisted Tree Arts 23, which is Fran, said she's watching you. And how did I not know about this food channel before? I have no idea, but welcome in and happy Sunday. Happy to have you here. And yeah, everyone say hello. The name is pretty funny. Marcy's Artsy Fartsy's Creations. That's original. I like it. I hope I never put anything like that with the zucchini melt. Oh, okay, it's really good, Laura. Beef stew, did you? Nice. Today was your birthday, Ed. Happy birthday, Ed. I mean, you don't want me to sing with my froggy sounding voice, do you? I'm just drinking that. I usually will make the title like a, what is it? Like a sit and sip and chat, you know, get a coffee, get a tea. I think I was like a minute or two running late. I don't even know if I fixed the title. Lucky I was holding up a bottle of wine for the beef bolognese that I'm going to be making. Stay tuned for that. These are one of my favorite iced teas, the Pure Leaf. This is a sweet tea. I would prefer if they had it in lemon, but Sam's never seems to carry the case of lemon. And this actually, from last night, I asked Jay if he had any iced tea when I was over there. Obviously, I didn't drink it all, but it's a very good tea. Thank you for coming in. I really appreciate that. And that is a very original name. I really like it. Glad to have you in here. And I did say happy birthday to Ed. I just said you might not want to hear me sing. That is so true, Paul. She's a homestead channel that does a lot of good food she won't share with me. Laugh out loud. Oh my goodness. I'm making you so hungry. I'm sorry. I usually like to let people know what's coming up for the week. Um, I would say, like, what, 95% of the time I've been doing really well. I will say this, I've been sticking to what I say I'm going to do. And I noticed something, like, so I was having some trouble getting the video, not my recipe, of Pioneer Woman's cinnamon rolls uploaded. I was still uploading it at Jay's last night. And I think the last I checked, it was like at 84 views, so that's not bad. What I've been doing is posting a video every other day. I missed one day last week, and that's because my video was locked behind my phone. I couldn't figure it out. But I have to get better with using the community section, because I used to do every single day of the week except for Sunday because I go live. The videos are getting better views, I think, by me going every other, and it gives me that other day to actually do more work. So that's kind of the schedule right now. Usually Monday is the chickens, which is like so wet here because it's just been raining now. And like I said, I have a snow video. Like, it's when the power went out because of the winds, and then it'll go into like our first snow, and then, and I was like, should I still post that? Because obviously I'm a couple days late from compared to when other channels were all putting their snowstorms or their Arctic, titles. But if you don't mind, I would like to get it off my phone, so I might just stick it out there. And that would have been last week's weather. And now we're getting lots of rain, which is making it all melt. Thank goodness, but making everything soppy. I'm not sending Mel any pictures of my sort of muffins. Yes, Paul, don't do that. Sorry if I'm making you all hungry. Yeah, I just ignore Paul. Thank you for posting my email. Appreciate it. If anybody has any muffins they want to share or whatever, if you need me, send it right to my email address. Rhubarb and raisin muffins are good. You know what? I'm going to be really honest about the rhubarb. Here we go. And you're going to think I'm crazy. I had my very first rhubarb pie, not in baking school. Isn't that shocking? I had it from Sam's some years ago. And then it may have been like Martha Stewart was on or something. Because Martha Stewart has a farm and she's always had a farm. It's not something new. But she was talking about how the leaves on the rhubarb were poisonous. And suddenly I was just like, well, how do you know, like, an average person that's just making those rhubarb pies that can't stand their job isn't accidentally dropping a leaf in that? And I kid you not, I never ate another rhubarb pie. Silly, I know. But that's what got stuck in my head at that time. Like, my luck could be somebody that can't stand their job, and their job is to take the poisonous leaves off, right? And I'm like, oh, turn me off. It's like I never did it again. I think it was a strawberry rhubarb pie, which now is really comical, but I haven't eaten one since. So just thought I would be honest and share that one out there. But that does sound good, though. Rhubarb raisin muffins are good. You could put them in muffin pan also, Mel. Pancake ones, Laura? Let's see. Melody, I just was did a lot of frozen fruit. Blueberries, strawberries, and other some things. I have no idea what to do with this stuff. Send me an email if you need any help. You could do smoothies with some of that fruit. You could do some pastries. You can make some pies. You can make some muffins. All kinds of things with all that. I really liked vanilla ice cream, like vanilla bean ice cream, with blueberries, or even like the mixed fruit bag. There was one I used to get that had cherries, strawberries, and raspberries. So good. And that would help keep my weight on. So, and oddly enough, this might sound weird. I've had every ice cream you could imagine. But the vanilla ice cream at Aldi's, I wouldn't know lately. I haven't been to Aldi's in a year. But their vanilla ice cream I thought was the best for making smoothies, like fruit smoothies. And I would put a little protein powder on that. For some reason, it was extremely cheap. And it was like better quality ice cream. It was crazy. So I used to send my son, and he would run an Aldi's and get me like 2, 3 vanilla ice creams so I could keep making my fruit smoothies when it was COVID and we were under lockdown. Um, there's Marcy's channel link. Hopefully, I catch you again next weekend. God's blessings all. Thank you so much for coming in. I really do appreciate that. And I hope you do too, because I'm normally live every Sunday night, 9 Eastern. So if you're not subscribed, maybe consider subscribing, catch up on some videos, and yeah, hopefully we'll see you again next Sunday. Thoroughly enjoyed conversating. So many ways. Yeah, that's what I said, Paul. Good smoothies. Smoothies is all I ever do with that stuff, she says. But yeah, thank you. It's Julia, right? Yes, thank you for coming in. I really appreciate it. And good luck with the raspberry cheese tarts, I think you said you're making. Send a pigeon my way because I will gobble up at least 3 of those. I'm such like a pastry person. Love it. Yep, and stay safe. I love all fruits. I just can't eat strawberries because, oh, you're allergic to them? Oh, that stinks. Milkshakes, put them in yogurt. Yeah, parfaits, Fran. Get some live active culture yogurt. Use some granola and then put some fruit in there. A little honey or some maple syrup as the sweetener with a little bit of that fruit. You'll love it. Good pies with flaky pastry. Up custard. Oh, custard. Love that too. Definitely a pastry person. I hate to bake. That's why I need Melody to cook for me. I'll cook for you, friend. No, I don't have a sexy voice. I just sang a bit much last night and talked a lot. And yeah, I don't know if I really look like I'm tired. But you know what? It was good to get out of here. And it was, I'm deeply surprised that he did that with the tickets. Extremely surprised. And I am super excited. And that's just where my mind's going to stay. Like, I'm excited for this concert. Considering what my life has been like. Come on now. And yeah, I'm not thinking, I'm just going to stay positive about the whole thing because I'm just looking so forward to it. Morgan Wallen. Oh, May the 11th. Cannot wait. Oh, really? Is the guy nearby also? Has anyone ever tried fig and honey muffins? I love figs, but I've never made it in the muffins, I'm sorry to say. I usually like to get the fresh figs. I'll get the dried ones at Christmas time. But the fresh ones, a thin piece of prosciutto with a little piece of sharp provolone cheese and a tiny bit of the balsamic glaze. Out of this world. Sorry, I was married into an Italian family, and I think every person I ever dated was Italian, now that I think about it. Except for maybe like one. Anyway, but fresh figs are really good. The little figs, the dried ones, you could chop them up. Just type into Google like a fig honey muffin and something will pop up. We always used to pull the tops up on the dried ones and then chop them real small, like diced pieces. Yeah, they're pretty good. but not lately. They wouldn't be any good. I wouldn't even enjoy them. One afternoon a week to bake and leave the rest of the week for normal food. I don't think I have ever put fruit in milkshakes except for strawberries and black cherries. Oh, you could put it all in there. The vanilla is the way to go. I never add chocolate, Fran. And I also added some protein into it too. Little scoop of protein. And for weight gain. And it's delicious. You'd be surprised. It's really good. Puerto Rican style zucchini boats are delicious. Oh, you really do? It's so like therapeutic, Fran. As long as nobody's around bothering you, or I don't know, sometimes I feel embarrassed and I do try to say, like, you'll know when I'm here by myself because I'll talk like this in a regular tone. And then if they come home, I don't. Um, well, what was it? The one day the dogs were freaking out. Oh, I think at the end of my video on the cinnamon rolls, not that it was Jean's fault. The neighbor was out shoveling and had their dog out, so there were 3 dogs freaking out at the end of my video. And Jean was just sitting in the living room with no TV on, and I caught myself kind of talking like this at the end of my video. I don't have a phobia of like talking in front of like large crowds or even strangers for that matter, but when I'm recording YouTube, I don't know. It wigs me out, makes me feel funny. So you'll always know if Jean's around or if Thomas is around, because I just, my whole voice will change. So, true story. It's just me. And I also felt like it was so quiet in the living room, the dogs weren't barking, and she could hear everything I was saying, and I just felt like embarrassed. I don't know. It's me. It's in my own head. Trust me when I tell you. Um, your your mind's in the gutter, Paul. I did make strawberry water before. That was actually delicious. Yeah, that's really good. Oh, you do, Paul? What was I going to say? I always used. Okay, here we go. I was always a Tide kind of mom because my kids were in sports, and you had to get all the stains out of all the uniforms. Then I moved on to, well, back in the 80s, I don't know, do you remember? It was like Error or Whisk. I mean, it would take out blood and everything. That was so good. And then I moved on after the Tide with the boys to Gain. Um, Always used it in a liquid form. My circumstances here, I just get them in the tablets. Last time I went to Sam's, there was like hundreds upon hundreds in the box. And I thought to myself, I'm not storing that and having to move that out too. I'll wait till later and then I'll get the big box. So went into Redner's very quickly to get Gain tablets. They didn't have any. They had the Arm & Hammer, I think 3-in-1 with OxyClean. Any other time I would have stuck my nose up to that. First of all, the bag lasted a really long time. I think I still have 3 left, and it smells amazing. And yeah, I don't know. I was very, very surprised by those tablets. But normally I'm a Gain tablet person because it's just easier due to my circumstances, and I would just get the smaller bag because I barely even do laundry. But yeah, if you've never tried the Arm & Hammer, I think it's 3-in-1 and OxyClean. Reasonable, and you get a lot in the bag, and they last a long time. Just thought I would put that tidbit out there. You can also put in water and make flavored waters with it. You can also put it in ice cube trays and then pour your distilled water in it. Like cut them in little pieces. You could have blueberry water. You could have whatever you want. Put it in ice cube trays. Oh, everybody's doing laundry. He does do it in a classy way, maybe because you are over the pond. And we're so familiar with them, Erin, like none of us get offended. Sometimes I wonder what like new subscribers might think, and that's why I'm always like, don't mind Paul. That's just a sense of humor. It's just how he is, but we know how he is. Yeah, that never really bothered me. I think the only time it bothered me putting like laundry away, because I spoiled my kids. I was still doing their laundry when they were older. I washed, dried, folded all Johnny's clothes, and he came in like later, and they were all at the foot of his bed. I'll never forget this. And he took his foot and kicked him on the floor by accident because he went to jump in the bed to go to sleep. And I was like, next day, that's it. You're now going to learn how to do your own laundry. He's like, why? And I said, I did all that laundry. You knocked it onto the floor. I'm not rewashing it. Now you can wash your own clothes. From that day on, Johnny's been washing his own clothes. Dunk him in the pond. It's so true, Paul. A lot of encouraging words to Fran to get her to try to bake. I don't like rhubarb. I freaked myself out. It didn't taste too bad, I didn't think, with strawberry. But once I realized the leaves, like that whole leaves are poisonous thing, and it entered my mind, I was just like, I knew I was being retarded, but I just thought it might be that one person that's in that bakery that cannot stand their job. And they're going to be the goofball that drops the leaves in that are extremely poisonous. And then I just stopped eating it because of that. So I guess when I make it myself, it's the only time I'll touch it. Could be like my niece who just lets it pile up. Puts it in the basket that she takes it out of, washes it, dries it, and I guess lets it sit there for a little bit. Fran says, I don't like rhubarb either, but it may be because my mother made it sour. Like my stepdad liked it. It was so nasty. Ooh. Swear I can have worst week. Paul and Mel and all of you make me generally laugh and smile. Aww. Erin, you know that we love you. And anybody that, we're a pretty supportive group over here. I mean, look at my subscribers supporting me through this bull crap. I am taking this off because it feels like 100 degrees in here. So we're all here for to support one another. Like I said, my subscribers, deal with and put up with my situation. So, there she goes with the baking. No one's listens to me. She doesn't like to bake. She can't stand it. Paul says, if I can make someone laugh when they have had crap week, I'm accomplished my goal. That is true. Because Paul always does do that. I've had my fair share of not smiling, let me tell you. Stay away from sugary stuff. No excuses though, Fran. You can use, what is it? The pure cane, or do organic pure cane sugar. Or don't use no sugar at all. Laura, Paul, Honeyman, you guys really do. Oh, Erin's a sweetheart. I don't know of anyone that you can't make laugh. Oh, that was sweet, Laura. I do love a good rhubarb and blueberry or apple pie. I like apple pie and I like the apple turnovers. There's a place up where I used to live, which is now near Jay's. Their apple turnovers are so filled. And I mean, it is a hot mess. It's all over your hands, but it is so good. I used to get them a lot. And, but I do like my apples a little bit softer when they're in apple pies, though. Laura sometimes smells a challenge. Like he'd be the first guy that ever told me that. I mean, I know what you're saying, like a challenge to make me laugh sometimes. I know. But you do. I look like I smoked something funky. My eyes get real chinky. And honest to goodness, I don't do that funny stuff. Not at all. But I saw my eyes and was like, whoa. Well, do not send a pigeon Mel's way. Sometimes she makes meat pies also, and pigeon pies supposed to taste good. I've never eaten a pigeon. I was shit on by a pigeon, which I was so grossed out. And everybody's like, what? That's good luck. I am getting a rise out of you tonight. I think I'm losing my internet. Oh no, Marcy, hope not. Let's see. Where is that rise? Oh, Erin. Real question. sarcastic humor. I do. But you know how it goes sometimes. I just took this off like a zip up. And now my arms are cold. Something's going on, folks. Mm. Um, let's see. Yeah, those people probably don't have a sense of humor, friend. Let's see. I'm half Italian, half Irish, so my food experience and favors are blended of both. I always say, well, my children and the one I'll get into that in a second, but for the boys, I'm Irish. The boys are Irish and Italian. But I always loved Italian food, and I used to crack a joke and be like, I don't know, maybe my dad wasn't 100% Irish. Maybe he had a drip or drop of Italian in him. I don't know. Because I know Uncle Louie was Italian, and he would say, I don't know, Melody, my mother was a good cook, but you blow my mother out of the water with that cooking. When I can be left alone to do what I want and cook it how I want, my meals are amazing, and I know that. But yeah, it's a great food experience. Sorry. Yeah, right, Aaron, you're asking the wrong person. Me too, Melody. The only people I feel comfortable around when doing videos are my grandchildren. Really? Well, here it's just different, obviously. I did have Johnny get in a couple of my videos. He didn't mind. Don't mind me tonight, folks. Hot and cold. I'm hot and cold. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I just catch myself feeling a little like embarrassed here doing it. I don't know. I like to be myself. I don't like to fake it. I know it's always in the gutter, Paul. That Paul guy makes my face blush, says Fuzz. Hello, Fuzz. Happy Sunday. Welcome in. 15 and 15. Even with the thumbs up. How are you, Fuzz? My Jared is really funny like that, except obviously he's older, but he was always really funny. I think it's too much. I will delete it and reword it so it's not too serious. Okay. Maybe it's the name, Paul. That's my name, and my mind is always in the gutter, too. Could be. But I think some of us real women, it's like, I don't know, I'm not sensitive. I've never been sensitive. You know how, can I say this? Because I don't really talk politics, but you know how they were doing this line saying, like, a lot of the suburban housewives don't like Trump's mouth, you know, they're too sensitive. I was like, get the hell out of here. His mouth didn't bother me any. I just thought I was sitting at the dining room table with my uncles because that's how they talk. So, yeah, just thought I would throw that in there. That is true. He's very tasteful. He's a tasteful gutter mouth. How's that? Let's see. You only eat the red on the rhubarb. I would hope so, because the green's poisonous. This is a very loving community. I'd like to think that we all are. And I've met amazing people along the way in this journey in my YouTube. You know, people are wonderful. I would have to say 2 serious friendships from YouTube. Facts. That is hands down. Well, I'm sorry, 3. 3. I almost left Voon out of that. Speaking of Voon put a video out today on some things she was making, and I just went right underneath the video, and I was like, it looks so good. Just really, really miss you. And yeah, so she did a video. So post Voon Child's link, who was one of my other moderators who had to go back to work. And, you know, she's a busy bee and love her to pieces. She's a sweetheart. She's ex-Navy, you know, support your military. And, yeah, was good seeing her today. She's so lovely. And I want her link drop so people can go over and go check her out. Um, let's see. It's still sugar the milk. That's true. It's all in moderation, as they say, Fran. Let's see. You look tired to me, Melody. Well, I'm like older than a box of rocks, and I'm used to, like, when they go to bed, I started to get on that schedule. And normally I'm only a 5 hour sleeper. I don't want to be the only one that's up, you know, 3 o'clock in the morning because went to sleep too early and they're asleep and I can't do anything anyway. So I usually go to sleep anywhere between, like, it depends. It really does sincerely depend. Um, if I would have ever thought I would have said the word 9:30 out of my mouth ever, that's so not me, 9:30. But I've fallen asleep. Real busy days like 9:30 at night. The one night I was asleep, I got off the phone with my niece. I want to say it was 10, and I woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, it was still a good night's sleep. But I like to be a night owl on the weekends, or I'd go out one of the nights on the weekend. So, it was good to get out of here and actually felt like nervous about how late I was out, as if I was like 15. Are you freaking kidding me? But yeah, it was fun. She's such a goofball. My girlfriend Angie's literally texting me right now. On live. Send. It's the Fitbit. Jarrett and Chris got me this one year. I love it. Anyway, so if I'm bored to death, I'll go to sleep. But anyway, I used to, like, I don't know, I just did my own thing. When I was tired, then I went to sleep. But one of the nights I would go out on the weekend and, like Debbie said, you used to be a night owl when you were at Jimmy's. Well, yeah, because that's when I could get my shit done, was at night. But here, not so much. And that was kind of late for me last night. And I got up at 8:30, I think it was. That's the latest I think I've slept in a long time. But I didn't take a nap or anything today. And my Coco Chanel was having a problem a couple of nights ago with breathing, so that freaked me out. So, yeah, I'll usually just lay in the bed, watch a little TV, and then I'm like, everything has to be off, and I just go to sleep. But that one night when I was thinking of these, like, muffins is when I was on my phone and I saw the pancake reel. So, oh well, since they're planning the truckers to all head to Texas, may be a disruption on goods getting to stores for a while. Stock up. Yeah, I did see that. I don't know how much you all know about that situation in Texas, but I will voice my opinion on this. Besides the fact that I think Biden's a total clown. He literally sued Texas and another state to remove that barbed wire. Like, are you freaking kidding me? So it's just disgusting. So they were made to take it down so they can leave all these illegals come in. So yeah, just not good. Keep your eye on the prices, and certain goods may not be available if I was right because of what's going on. But yeah, he sued 2 states, and Supreme Court, 2 of them didn't vote, on our side and voted against it, and which made them have to take the barbed wire down. It's ridiculous. Do you think a lot of them will go fuzz? It's a good question, Laura. All the women I met had a sense of humor when I... Thank God for that, Fuzz. To another channel I watched, they were expecting a few thousand at least. Really? So let me get this straight because I'm a little discombobulated. So all the truckers are now going down to Texas. No, that's me. All night I'm hot, and then the hoodie off, the freeze. No, it's just in this room. I feel like it makes me feel like by the time I'm done my live, I feel like a little dizzy in the head. It's the heat. And like it makes me feel weak. But been there and done that, Erin. I'm done with that. But I like it when it's cold for me to go to sleep. I don't care if I'm freezing. I do not like to try to fall asleep when it's hot at all. Because that's pretty annoying. I have the hot cold issue too, Melody, and there's another issue I'm dealing with, so I know I'm going through the change. I've been there, did that, and that is making me nuts. I've been there and done that. I told you, what was it, like a week ago? They said, don't forget, because I had like a couple zip ups on, and they're like, that room gets really hot. It's true, it gets really hot in this dining room. Not sure. Most dislike Biden's handling of migrants into the country. Yep. No, you are real as they come. I'm not uber sensitive either. Shoot, you should have heard me. Dad and Uncle's talking. Yeah, like, listen, I think you all can read between the lines on who I voted for. If that offends someone, that's just sad and pathetic, you know. No, I don't get sensitive off of those types of things easy. I don't offend easy. I might play a little hardball sometimes, but no, I don't offend easy. I mean, you'd have to probably do something completely repulsive, maybe, but probably not even then. And the other Democrats are all about paid for by the, yep, the invaders. Yep, that's what I call them. I can keep it 100 with you all, and no one blocks me or makes me feel crappy. Why would someone block you for saying what you want? We still are United States citizens, and you know, over here, you can say what you want as long as you respect, if you're a male, and you respect the women in here, we're fine. But I understand what you're saying, though, Erin. This is a free, open platform. Yes, we talk gardening. Yes, we talk all kinds of things. Our lives, our kids, whatever. And ready for me to drop this bomb on you? Just let me get to the bottom first, and I'll drop this other bomb on you. High flashes in the summer. They can all open the windows then, but not in the winter. Yep, I agree, Fuzz. I'm not sensitive, but have lost the dirty sense because of personal reasons. But I ignore a lot because life isn't about me, so yeah. And it's just about having a sense of humor, you know. There's Food's link. Thank you, Laura. Thank you, Paul. The United Nations has paid for a lot of this invasion. Yep, it's what I read too. I keep Empire Hours. I used to. Boone's new video. Well, thank you, Paul. So, like, I need it elevated as much. Yeah, my cats get me up around 9 a.m. every day. Well, I get up with chickens. So that's my reasoning for that. Fuzzy, they needed a weak president in office to speed up the invasion. And they sure got it with that Muppet in the office now. Yep, you're not kidding. And how about they made him pay, what is it, like $83 million to a woman he doesn't even know? I just saw that, like, not last night, I think Friday night. It's just disgusting. So disgusting. I was waiting for something to come out about Austin getting a sex change and show up in a dress. Could you imagine? Abbott said no, he wasn't doing it. That the Constitution needs to be upheld. Yeah, and then other people are saying the Constitution needs to be reworded. I'm like, bunch of idiots. And then the other thing said, here's the problem with Americans, they're so lazy. And even though they want change, they will not be at the polls voting for the president. And I'm like, no one could be, even if it's somebody that's a senior citizen, help them along, give them a ride to the voting polls. It doesn't matter if we think there was cheating involved or not. Everyone needs to get up off their keister and do what's right for you, your country, your kids, your grandchildren. Because I watched quite a few things. They say if this doesn't get turned around, it's like we're doomed. If Biden was to get reelected, it's over. So that's what you have to look forward to. And what else? They were talking about civil unrest. If you know who gets in, the crybabies on that side will probably start some type of drama and it'll turn to a civil unrest. And so they can say it's all his fault, and it's not. Americans are frustrated and like, look at me, I need a place to live. And it's like the rent here is like just crazy. And then they want to see your taxes to see if you made 10 times of what that rent is or 5 times what that rent is, because 2 different places did that. So yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous. But you know what? Whatever. I'll be a single white female out there, trust me. And I might feel like I have more freedom, but I'll just do the best I can. Fuzz says, I love a woman with elevated legs, just saying. That was funny, Fuzz. Paul, you're a mess too. Poor Erin, just have her leg up. I got slapped by a nurse when my daughter was born. Asked if I could take the bed with stirrups. Paul, no you didn't. Oh my god, I've been blocked for asking someone what they were doing. Christmas, that is. Oh Lord. Just buy yourself a saddle for practice. My ex paid that nurse $20 to slap me. That's hilarious. Brooke Trout once says, I get a lot of comments taken down. I figured it was YouTube. I thought we had freedom of speech. Well, I was saying this for like 4 years as I watched that, our freedom of speech is going to be in jeopardy, which I was right. Because my daughter never believed in any of that or the food shortages or like COVID. And I'm like, if there's a major thing that happens, what are you going to do, But it's absolutely being affected, but we have to stand up for ourselves and, just don't mail a vote in. That's the fastest way for cheating. They started that mail-in vote because of COVID, and that's the fastest way they could cheat. So don't mail your vote in, show up, and be like, don't you need to see my ID? Show up and vote. But yeah, YouTube was taking things down if it wasn't said the way that they liked, for sure, Brook Trout. Because it was being intrusive on their religious observation, like, yeah, you didn't ask all that. They do take a lot of them down, yep. I think it's still a year, Fran, but you just have to work things a little bit differently. Fuzzy respects all women over 70 pounds. I had 6 sisters. My goodness gracious. Oh, Paul said he had 3 comments taken down yesterday because YouTube didn't like them. Yep, you do have to watch. Laura's as well, sex I can't imagine. Popular opinion, but everyone being triggered gets in. In me. Because YouTube doesn't allow free talk anymore. No, they do affect it. So do what you have to do. Just be careful the way that you write things. It's the best thing I can tell you. Let's see. I don't think he will get in though. We'll have to try and get him in. Oh yes, I did, Mel. Craziness. So I've known about this. Let's see, does Laura know? Laura, I don't even know if you know. And if you already heard this, then tell me you already heard this, but I don't think so. So I talked to my Jared about a week and a half ago. We'll just round it off, say it's been 2 weeks. And we were talking about the Eagles losing this, that, and the third, the other, and I said, something to him. I said, I know how I said it now. Okay, well, the whole shock value, like, I think I had a right to still feel shocked, even though I somewhat had an idea. I just didn't think it was going to be done like that. But my daughter's gone. My two grandchildren are gone. Um, no goodbye, no nothing. And then I found out, well, through Jared. Jared said that she called him a couple times for the ride down to Florida, and that was that. And then Jared told me that my grandson was put on an airplane by himself so that he could come up here because his girlfriend got him a to and from plane ticket for Christmas. My niece, my great nephew, Declan, finally got a hold of Gavin a couple of days ago and said, "Oh, how do you like it?" And he said, "I don't like it at all." So, didn't get to say goodbye to Gavin or to Adeline. Her house, well, it wasn't a house, it was a townhouse in Jim's name, and found it online that it sold December the 23rd for $330,000. So, my grandson, who it's just been hard. I'm dealing with it. I'm coping with it. I have my moments. Part of me was, okay, let's talk about the plane ride. Like, that would have had to have been Jim to be like, because Amanda doesn't fly. Like, oh, you'll be all right, yada, yada. Jared said, yeah, he was up there by himself. I told him, when you get off the plane, if you need help or anything like that, call me. He said he only heard back from Gavin once saying, like, hey, do you want to hang out? And he said no because he was feeling sick. She either has him threatened to the point of, like, you know, I don't even want to say the KILL word, but nothing. I didn't even know that he was gone, let alone know that he took a plane by himself from there to here to see his girlfriend. So they're gone. And I'm trying to deal with the news and cope with it. And no one can say, like, well, what are you shocked for? Like, you had an idea. Yeah, I had an idea. It doesn't mean, like, I don't have a right to still feel shocked, you know? So there's not really much Gavin can do. He turns 18 August the 11th. And I'm going to just keep it real. The next time around, when I was feeling emotional, I literally was, like, pissed at Gavin. Like, I said to my niece, like, he's a disgrace. He could, like, call from his girlfriend's phone, but my daughter's like a psychopathic lunatic, and she probably threatened the both of them, like, I'll let him come up there, but you better not let him use his phone. I better not find out he goes to see her, or blah, 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 whatever. Because my daughter's so immature that way, but yeah, so my grandson Gavin is gone. Adeline's gone. My daughter's gone. I can't say, even though, like, I'm mad. I don't know. Maybe it's a sickness. Like, well, I know she's sick, but I literally said to my niece, like, of course I'm brokenhearted. I wish her well. I don't wish her any harm. I hope that she knows what she's doing by putting all of her eggs into one basket. You know? I said, but I still love her. She's still my kid. So yeah, I've had those moments. But to just up and leave, it made me feel like someone stole my child and took him to another state because I'm the one that had Gavin all the time, all the time. And heartbreaking, heartbreaking. So that's my not so great news. So, let's see. Well, you did now, Laura. So for like a week and a half, I think 2 weeks, I've been trying to deal with it. I think I burst into tears on the phone with my niece because then I was mad at myself because I was like, I said I thought Gavin was a bleeping disgrace. And then after I said, I'm the bigger disgrace for thinking he's a disgrace. And my niece said, Aunt Mel, it's just because you're brokenhearted. And she's right. I'm sincerely brokenhearted, but so know about it. So yeah, I get back to reconstructing and moving my craft room. I'm so glad Twisted Tree mentioned your channel, Mel. I'll watch your videos from the start. Thanks for the fun. Oh, thank you. Marcy's Artsy Fartsies. I like singing it. Thank you. Hope to see you in here again. Greatly appreciated that. And have a blessed week. Yep, that's facts. Yeah, thank you, Erin. It's horrible. Like, how does she live with herself doing that? Well, Mel, all of her eggs in one basket. That's a lot of scrambled eggs if they slip. Yeah, because she's not married to Jim. So I think of that, like, what if it all falls apart? Because initially Jared was saying she was giving him the vibe, like, she didn't seem thrilled, like she didn't want to go. And I said this before, anybody could think like, well, you didn't go over. My daughter's a nut job. I'm not going over and knocking on the door asking to see Gavin when she would have been calling 911 in my situation, right? So, yeah, Jared's the one that told me. So she's been gone 2 weeks now. I think that's what Jared said. Well, actually, she's been gone. The house sold on the 23rd of December. So she left right around then. I saw the pictures and I absolutely recognized the inside of her house. So, yeah. Overly sensitive. I think their problems stem from cobwebs. That's funny, Marcy. His farm chores each day and he loves it. I always gave my kids chores to do. Good night, everyone. Good night. Have a blessed week, Marcy. Marcy's Artsy Fartsies Creation. I got the opportunity to say it again. Yep. Life ain't fair. It's a great way to teach the kids that now. Well, I asked my Johnny if, when I talked to him just a couple nights ago, I said, did you know that your sister left? He said, no, I only found out 2 weeks ago. And I said, did you know that your nephew was on a plane by himself flying up to here? And he said, no, I actually didn't. So Johnny didn't really know either. Johnny's my older one. Let's see. Yes, but you and others, like you are now the exception. Yep. You have to keep instilling, it's good for kids to have chores and responsibilities and it makes them more productive, I have a Facebook page. It's under my regular name, and I found this video the other morning. Hilarious, let me tell you. They showed like a kid of today holding this remote. Yes, absolutely. She was holding this remote. This kid, this little blonde, probably about 12, maybe 11, saying to the mother, well, if you would have got up off of your fat bleeping ass and chart, and then it kind of goes black and it's like, grandma, I don't know if anybody saw this. Did you see it? And suddenly it's like eyes blink and the grandmother's standing there like, oh, hi, pumpkin. Oh, she's waking up. Oh, you forgot about me, didn't you? You forgot that I'm old school. Meaning like the grandma knocked her the hell out. It is a funny video. If I could find the link, I'll definitely send it to Laura's phone. She might get it a week later, or I'll see if it'll let me post a link to that video on my community page. It is hilarious. And I never really had to put hands on my kids, let me tell you, because they were all good kids. And so my daughter became like a younger teenager. She's been a hot mess since. But that girl in her mouth reminded me of today's kids that society is going to have to raise. You know what I mean? Like talking to her mother like that. And it was just like a grandmom. And she was just like, come on now, you'll feel fine. Wake up and we'll go over to the dining room. We'll go over to the kitchen table. You can have yourself a Coke or a Pepsi and we'll have a little talk about that. Knocked her ass clear the hell out. And I was in stitches because if I would have ever spoken like that, I would have been knocked into the next world, you know? But these kids today with their faces in their phones or their, screens or whatever, they have zero respect for their parents. And the parents want to be their friends and they're not instilling anything really. You know, it's just craziness. But that video had me cracking up laughing. It's hilarious. Um, oh, Paul saw it. He said, laugh out loud. I've seen that. It's great, laugh out loud. It really is. It gave me a good laugh. And it like, I think I wrote it right on my Facebook where I said, yeah, old school don't play. You know what I mean? Because if that was, phew, I don't care who you are. I don't care if there's a DHS or an MHS. I don't care. Give a shit who there is. You talk to me like that, I'm knocking you clear across the room. I smacked my son right in the mouth. I'll never forget this. Jared was going through a little something, something. He got mouthy and kept getting mouthy and kept getting mouthy. And then I, right in the mouth, smacked him right in the mouth. About 40 minutes, 35 minutes went by, and he goes, what took you so long? I was like, huh? He was like, Mom, he's like, I've been kind of talking to you like poop. It's about time he cracked me in the mouth. And I was just like, Jared's like a 1 in a million kid. Like, if he's wrong, he'll say he's wrong. And he would said, I needed that, But yeah, just one time I smacked him in the mouth. Johnny, I might have shimped him, from like the Three Stooges up here, but I never really had to hit my kids. So yeah, it's very, very funny. It's a very funny video. And he has, okay, she wanted to do that crap here. Oh, Laura, if you would have heard this girl's mouth, like it's your fat effing, the ASS word up. And then I had to watch it a second time because I was like, what the heck? It just went black. And it's like, oh, well, hello, pumpkin. Like the grandmother saying it, like a grandmom from like down south that is not going to play. Oh, I'll have to send it to you. It's funny, right? Be a parent or don't have children. Be a parent first instead of trying to be their best friend. It just doesn't work like that. They take advantage. My child doesn't even know how to use a phone. Yep, I know that for a fact. I had a spoiled stepchild that swore at her mother. When I got home early, she had to wait 2 weeks for a replacement power cord for a PC. Yeah, whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. I'm like my niece, not to disclose my niece's business, but my great nephew can be mouthy with her sometimes, and they're always taking his console away. And then I'll be nice and sweet till he gets it back. You know that game. But yeah, I'd be damned in today's world. No way. Trying to get mine into hers is my big chore. Yes, he is. I still remember cracking up, laughing, almost crying about him wanting to cut the grass every day. This brings so much joy to me. It really does. Yeah. That's how it was. He'd be like, don't let me get to 3. It was just hilarious. It was very, very hilarious. But like my daughter, like I never cursed in front of Gavin or anything like that. My daughter's got the foulest mouth ever. And she would. And I'm just like, why do you have to talk to him like that? Like I do believe like respect, But yeah, just craziness. And it just really made me think like, how many percentages of kids now are like that with that mouth of theirs? Talking to their moms or their dads like that. And then the parent is afraid to knock them on their rear end because somebody might call DHS. Oh, I said I wouldn't give 2 shits. I remember telling my daughter one time, I pulled her by the back of her ponytail because I told her she had to wash the dishes and she punched the spigot. So I pulled her by her ponytail like, I don't think so, miss. She's like, I'm going to call the police. I said, I'll dial the number for you and I'll have your bags packed at the front door. As a matter of fact, you're only leaving with what you came with. She didn't play with me like that. But that was it. It was really like my only real incident, like with Amanda. Anyway, she just got worse as she got older, so. Let's see. It's really awful what's going on now. It breaks my heart to see all of it. Yep. And if I even begun to count, my little guy will stop. Yeah, I don't even think you have to get to 1, Laura. Yeah, him and that tag and load him over. I said to Laura one time because her son wants to cut the grass, right? So we're chit-chatting on the phone, probably like back spring, summer. And me not knowing how much property she had, I was like, wow, he's cutting the grass again? She said, yeah, girl, that's all he wants to do. I said, well, do you have enough grass for him to cut? She's like, yeah, there's plenty because she's got acres and acres, you know. And every day he wants to go out there and cut the grass. And I was like, God bless his soul, let me tell you. He literally wants to be outside all the time, her son. And if it ran out of gas, he'd be like, I need gas, you know, on one of the riders. And he's cute as a button too, by the way. But I mean, hello, he wants to cruise around the property and cut the grass all day. How cute is that? Cracked me up. Freddie says, my kid told me once they were calling DSS. I told him I'd call from. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Gen X gets made fun of, but we didn't play bullshit games. That's right. My stepson did call police on me. Did he get a shock? Oh, really? He wants to stay on the dang thing, but he loves it and he's happy and content. That's good. Like mine are 14 and 15 years old and still. Yeah. They want to be outdoors, let them be outdoors because it's better off for them than being like this. I mean, I say it with my great niece and nephews. Well, not all of them, but I would say more so my great niece. But then I forgot she has those AirPods or something, I think they're called, in her ear. But my niece, Erin, would be saying, hello, Aunt Mel said hello. And she'd be like, oh, you know, like us, we had to be at attention and you had to be respectful. And you're always supposed to acknowledge someone, whether they're younger than you or older than you. Always say a hello. Always say thank you. Can you please pass? Shoot. I remember the time I had my elbow on the table and she knocked that right off real quick. So yeah, different world we're living in today. People better wake up real fast. I don't even go by any of those names, really, to tell you the truth, Erin. Need some gas, please. I'm like, son, I just filled the dang thing up. I'll never forget that, Laura. It still gives me a good laugh. But yeah, so we are at that time. And I literally thought I was only going to stay on for an hour because, like, I'm exhausted. But stay tuned. Tidbit hint, do not ever buy a wine that you won't drink. Don't put it in your food if you won't drink it. Just a heads up. So beef bolognese coming, the muffins, the snow video I'll post. You'll see the power outage and then like the snow. I'll post that. And then I think there's only the ground beef. But lots of work coming up. You know, I'm on a mission with these muffins. So if you're watching this back and you have a great family recipe on muffins of some sort, you can find the email in my description underneath every one of my videos. You can send it to my email box. Great to try it out. And I think, what did I say? The vegetable soup to use up a lot of veggies. And I think I'm going to do a big thing of chili. That's where my head's at. Today's dinner was really good. I started it earlier. And I did I peeled 2 big Idaho potatoes, Sam's big, you know. And then I seasoned them, a little extra virgin olive oil, tossed them all in with my hands, washed my hands, and then I started to put them in the oven. And then I was like, you know what? And I peeled 3 fresh carrots and cut them, put them in on the side. And then I put boneless, skinless chicken thighs on the top of it, left it do its thing. It felt like an actual Sunday dinner for a change. And right at the tail end, I put in some homemade chicken broth. Amazing. It was absolutely amazing. It was really, really good. I had 2 plates. So it felt like a good nutritional Sunday dinner and I could actually eat it. So that was a bonus. And if you have not just done potatoes in the oven and put chicken on top of it and the flavor goes on to the potatoes, so good. So good. That's like my new thing. Roasting potatoes all the time. Let's see. Gas is costly, but at least he ate stuck with his face in electronics. Very true, friend. Love you, Melody. Good night, everyone. There's Joe Serrano. So late. Hello, Melody, babe. As usual, late again. If Paul came today, he surely ogled your pretty shoulder. I'm sorry that you're late, Mr. Joe Serrano. Hello, love you, my friend. And try to watch it back. And did you see Laura, did you see the cinnamon rolls, the Pioneer Woman? So when I go to do my cinnamon rolls, I'm going to talk about the Pioneer Woman's and give you my honest opinion. But plenty of videos you can watch and get caught up on. Lots of things still coming. And very much looking forward to the beef bolognese from Julia Childs. And glad I got to get a bottle. But I'm exhausted. I was up so late with Jay last night and, very surprised about the tickets to the concert, May the 11th. And let's just hope I could do it. I got this. But I love you all. Anyone watching it back, thank you so much. If you're new here, maybe think about subscribing. It will cost you nothing. And welcome to our happy abode over here. We love everyone. And Laura, give me a call. Maybe not tomorrow, unless you need to talk. But Fran, prayers for Suzanne with her migraines. Paul, love you. I'm glad the moderators came in. I'm glad that, Laura, you're a moderator now because I felt bad for Suzanne with having migraines like that. And, you get a little worried, like, is a moderator going to show up? So that's why I kind of said that out loud so we could talk her to just going and laying down and resting because y'all got it. Moderators are amazing. Suzanne's amazing. So lots of prayers for migraines go away. And lots of prayers for my sanity with finding out that my grandson, and they're all in Florida now, and I didn't even get to say goodbye. So that's kind of stinky. You can call me tonight if you want, girl. Really? Yeah, because it might be that time, outside. But I love you all. Yes, those cinnamon rolls are the bomb. Well, stay tuned, Mr. Joe Serrano. More coming at you. So I think I'm just going to hold up my bottle of wine because, you want to cook with something you want to drink with. And I have the portobello mushrooms. So it is going to be yummy, yummy, yummy. Love you all. Stay healthy. Stay safe. Have a great week. And I'll see you throughout the week. Ace, you're amazing. Was on the phone with my brother for a while and just got back and you're leaving. It's okay, Ace. You can watch it back. We love you. Thank you for being here, Ace. It really does mean a lot. These all just mean a lot to me. I love you to pieces. And I will see you next Sunday and throughout the week. So thank you, moderators. You know who I'm referring to. Love y'all. Fran, everyone have a great night. And I will talk to you soon. And I have to remember that the button's on the other side. Bye, everyone. To reach my finger around. And wait, I was just going to say something else. Oh, and Morgan Wallen concert. Ching, ching. Cheers.